Alright, so I got my order of Pro Nucs in. They just came in today, so I'm setting them up here. I've got 3 done already. I ordered 7. These ones are the ones that are set up. They come all together with the pieces inside the box, like this, which makes it pretty nice because all your pieces are together. So, you have your frame rests, and you have your 2 doors. Now you just need to put them all together. Trying to get set up here that I can do this here with you being able to see. Okay, so you take your frame rests and you're going to stick it down with the little dots facing down. You're going to click it down into the rest like that. Then you're going to take your door, and on the door at the entrance for the bees there is where it says out. That is going to face out on the box. So you just slide the little grooves down into the side here of the box, putting those tabs in on either side, and you're going to have it in the closed position. There's this little tiny tab that you lock down. Oops! Guess I didn't have that pushed on there very hard. And then if you want it to be open when the bees are going to be out, you just slide it up all the way, and this is going to push up a little bit so the bees can get in and out through this. If you want to close it again, you're just going to pull this in a little bit and slide it back down, moving that so it's in the locked position with that little tiny lip going back down on top of the box there. And then the other side, making sure that you have your door that says out. Slide in your tabs either side. I'm going to put mine in the locked position, and then I'm going to put in my other frame rest, pushing it down, making it click. Okay, and there it is. And then we have a lid to go on top of that. And on the lids, so there is this little word here. It says vent, and the words over here that says no vent. So depending on which way you put your lid down on the actual box, the Pro Nuc, depends on if you are sealing up these holes or if you are leaving those holes venting a little bit so that the air can still get through and around to the bees. So depending on which way you put your lid on, click it on, you're going to have this here that is open to tell you which it is. So this one is vented. If you put it on the other way, when you open this up, you just have to pull the tabs up and over the side. When you put it on the other way and you click it down, it's going to say no vent, and that's how you know if it's sealed up totally with ventilation in it or not. I would recommend probably venting it, just because you know, you want to have as much ventilation to your bees as possible. In here you can see this is all opened up, which will give good ventilation on either side, so the bees are going to be getting a good amount of air, especially if they're moving in like an open truck bed or in the car where there's cooler air condition. So either way, they should be getting plenty of ventilation. But just to play it safe, you know, when you're transporting bees, you've got them all locked up. There's as many bees in that box as you can possibly pack. You don't want to make the brood too hot, because sometimes if the brood gets too hot, if it is over, I believe it's 112 degrees, you can actually kill brood that way if it gets too hot. So 95 is their ideal temperature for incubating brood. Alright, so there it is. There is my Pro Nuc box that I'm going to sell with my bees. I have 3 little nucs that I have too many bees at this point. I've tried to pull them off of my hives to try and downsize my hives a little bit, just because they're going so crazy this year, which is awesome. But I decided that I was gonna get rid of a couple of my nucs, and I'll probably be able to pull off some more bees, because my 2 of my hives out at my second apiary is just getting to the point I can't manage it anymore because it's too tall and the bees are just packed in all the boxes. So probably going to be what I'll be doing this weekend. All right, well, there's a little self-guide on the Pro Nuc boxes. I think they're gonna be good. These up here, these are to put like a pop bottle or something to actually put liquid food down into them. So you would just have to scratch off the bottom and open that up a smidge so that you can let the liquid down to the bees in there. And it would just be like this here. You'd be able to get that down to them. And there's a whole description here on the lid also, telling you the instructions of what you should be looking at with this box. So they're kind of cool. All right, till next time, subscribe if you like what you see.